everyone, and welcome to the Financial Freedom Podcast. So today we're doing share and review, and that is Mainfreight. So let me pull it up on the screen. Right, I've pulled up Mainfreight. Now the reason I'm looking at Mainfreight is because someone actually spoke about Mainfreight during the week, and their comment, or during last week, and their comment around Mainfreight, that if it drops to a certain dollar level, then they're going to look at that as a buying opportunity, because in their view, Mainfreight is a great company. Now, obviously, that's purely subjective as to what you determine a good company on. So I've pulled up their chart here, and I'm a technical analyst. So I'm looking at the charts. I'm purely looking to see what the price action is actually doing for this share. So I've got it on a weekly interval, and this is over a 5-year time frame. So as you can see, we saw a huge run post-COVID back in 2020, all the way up till about end of September 21. So I've got 12 months. But since then, we've seen the market trading down. And in fact, you can see there at about end of February last year, the moving averages crossed and they've traded down. So that's where the 15-week moving average has fallen through the 30, and the share is trading under that. So I'll just move that back to a 2-year chart. And again, it's still saying the same thing. So it did close slightly down last week, but not a lot. It was down. It says it's been down about 26%, but that's over the last 2 years. So you can certainly see that from our highs all the way down to where the market is trading at the moment. So just looking at that now, if I go on to the daily, just to see what the daily is saying. And again, we're seeing the same thing happening. Obviously, there was quite a bit of positive action back on the 13th of October, which was great. It also coupled with quite a bit of volume, as you can see there with the green candle down the bottom, which is good. It indicated good buying pressure. But for me, it's still not a share that I would be wanting to get into, just because it's below these moving averages, slightly above the 15-day. But again, I would want to see a share trading above both of them, because a share can trade down for a long time. Now, what I've got on the bottom down here, I wanted to show you, it's called the ATR, which is the average true range. So I'll just take that back to a weekly. So that gives us an indication as to potentially how far a share's price could move in any one sort of trading day. So it's currently sitting at around 3. So for a share like this, it's nothing unusual for it to potentially trade $3 either way. So it's trading it's at $64.20 at the moment, as at the time of recording. So there's no reason why this share couldn't move down to 63 or up to 67 odd dollars in any one trading day. Hey, it could move more, it could move less. But this is an indicator that I use a lot when I set my stop losses, because when I enter a trade, the most important thing for me is to know when I want to get out, okay? So all the indicators need to be positive, but I also want to know what's my exit point. So in other words, if a share starts trading down, and if we go back to the 5-yearly one, as you can see here, even if you'd got in at 94 odd dollars, where it's trading at the moment, you've given away $30. So that is, it's about 30%. So depends where your comfort level is as to how much money you're prepared to back to the market. And that's where I use this ATR, the average true range, and I use a multiple of that to determine where I'm going to set my stop. So in this, I use an ATR of of 3. So 3 times 3, we're looking at 9. So at $64, I'd be setting my stop at about $55 to get out, okay, to protect my capital, because that's really, really important. Because like they say, if you don't have any capital, game's over. And if your portfolio loses 50%, you actually have to make 100% to get back to break even again. So that's quite an important thing to look at. I'll just take these moving averages off and just see if we can put the comparison on to see where it's trading versus the NZX. Okay, good sign there. It is trading above the new NZSX 50, which is certainly an indicator that I would be looking for. Or that was over a 5-year, but actually over a 2-year. When I bring it back to that, it's trading below it. So if you saw Tuesday's episode of this, then you would have seen that the New Zealand Stock Exchange is still in a downward trend. This is the NZX 50, and Mainfreight is trading below that even. So that's certainly another indicator that I would be going, no, it wouldn't be meeting my buy list based on my rules. Okay. So like I keep saying, I'm going to stop sharing now. This is not personalised advice. This is just ideas and education around how I trade. If you want to follow something similar, then happy to teach you. That's what it's all about. But if you're looking for personalised advice, then you will need to go and talk to your own personal financial advisor. So that's it for this week. If anyone's got any shares that they would like me to bring up, by all means, send me a message or comment in the comment section below, and we'll do our best to do it. So until next week, take care.